This week, I'm going to lead you through an energizing yoga flow. We're going to mobilize the whole body, so using a bit more movement than long poses to wake up the whole body. Let's get started. For this week's practice, you don't need any props. I'll lead you through this yoga flow without any additional props. So just have your mat, your space, yourself ready, and then we're going to meet in child's pose. So when you have everything ready for your practice, we're going to start in child's pose. And you could have your legs wider apart, or you might have your legs close together. You could have your feet touching, or you might have your feet wider apart. Just find a child's pose where you could take 5 to 10 breaths in and out before we start to move. You might gently rock the pelvis from side to side, helping your hips to soften into your child's pose. Also notice how your shoulders feel. Is it better to bring your elbows onto the mat, or would you rather keep your arms extended? If you want to already here start to look for activation through the arms, you could lift hands onto fingertips, so those cupcake hands, energizing your fingers, your hands, your arms, your shoulders. Give yourself a couple more breaths in and out. And as we start to move, as we go through the flow, if you start to feel that you need to slow things down, you can always do that. So listen to your body as we go through the practice today. With your next couple of breaths, ground your palms, spread the fingers on the mat overhead, and try to lengthen your arms just a bit further forward. Then with your next in-breath, lift yourself onto hands and knees. As you exhale, open the front line, find your Cobra pose, opening the chest, keeping legs long behind you. Inhale in your Cobra, and then as you exhale, lift yourself back onto hands and knees and round your back into that child's pose. We'll do the same again. As you breathe in, come forward onto all fours. Exhale, open through the front into Cobra, finding a back bend. Inhale there. And then as you exhale, round your back into child's pose again. Leaving arms, hands overhead. 2 more times with your own breath. Inhaling forward onto hands and knees. Exhaling, opening the front line, keeping legs long. Elbows could be bent or extended, and inhale in that Cobra. Exhaling again, rounding the back into child's pose. You can let your head come down, release the neck. 1 more time with your in-breath, shifting the weight forward. Exhaling, opening the whole front line from your legs, through the hips, through the belly, to the chest. Inhale once more in your Cobra. And then exhale 1 more time, round the back, child's pose, head drops down. Pause there for a breath in and out. And then we're going to inhale back onto hands and knees, onto all fours. Now tuck the toes under and exhale, lift the pelvis up into downward dog. Find a place for your feet where you feel supported. Heels might be off the mat. Find a place for your hands where you feel supported. On the arms as well, let your head drop down and just find that reaching up and back through the pelvis.
Trying to find some length through the spine, length through the arms. Take another breath here, in and out. And then as you inhale, send your right leg up into the air behind you. And as you exhale, step your right foot forward to your hands. Leave left hand on the mat, leave left knee off the mat. So high lunge. As you inhale, circle your right arm up, twisting to the right. Exhale, circle the right arm down. Same again. Inhaling, circling the arm up, twisting to the right. Exhale, circle the arm down. One more time. Inhaling, circle the arm up. Exhale, circle the arm down. Then bring your left knee on the mat. And now as you inhale, reach your back, your arms up, opening through the front. And exhale, cactus the arms, opening through the chest. Breathe towards the chest bone. Take another breath here. You might look up if that feels good. Exhale, release the pose, bring hands onto the mat. And then we're going to step back into downward dog, stepping your both feet back, lifting the pelvis up, head dropping down. We'll do the same to other side. As you inhale, send your left leg up. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Again, keep the right knee off the mat. Keep your right hand down on the mat. And then as you inhale, circle your left arm up, twisting to the left. Exhale, circle the left arm down. Inhaling, circling the left arm up, twisting through the chest, through the spine. Exhaling, arm down. One more time with your own breath. Inhaling, opening chest out to the left. And then exhale, bring your hands all the way down. Bring your right knee down. You can release the toes. And with your next in-breath, lift your back and your arms up. This time, you could interlock fingers, bring hands together, and then reach your index fingers up, opening through the chest. Maybe finding a gentle back bend. Take another breath here. And then as you exhale, slowly release the pose. Again, bring hands onto the mat. Tuck your right foot toes under, step into downward dog. Head can drop down. And then we're going to step into warrior 2 from here. So again, if you want, send your right leg up first into the air. Exhale, step right foot forward to your hands. This time turn left foot, left heel on the mat. And then inhale, lift your back up. Open the arms, open the chest out to the side. You can still adjust your legs so you feel the weight is in the center. And then we start to move our upper body here. As you inhale, lengthen right arm up, left hand on the left leg. Exhale, side bend, reverse warrior. As you inhale, come back to center. Exhale, lean right elbow onto right thigh, and then lengthen left arm overhead. Extended side angle. Same again. Inhaling up. Exhaling into reverse warrior, opening through that right side body, right hip still dropping down. And inhaling up, exhaling, leaning on the right thigh, left arm coming over. You might look up if that feels okay. A minute. One more time. Inhaling up, exhaling, reverse warrior. Keep breathing at your own pace. And exhale. We tilt towards the right leg. This time you could bring your right hand all the way down on the mat. So go a bit further. Then lengthening the left arm overhead. Breathing towards that left side. Finding opening along the left side. Take another breath in and out. And then as you exhale, bring both hands to the mat. We're going to turn pelvis and chest towards the mat and then step left foot forward to hands. Step your feet roughly hip width apart, hands on the knees or shins, inhaling to flat back, opening through the chest. Exhale, bend down into a full forward bend. Knees could be bent or you might extend your legs more. Breathe in and out. You can release the neck, maybe shake the head a bit from side to side. And then we're going to find that warrior 2 on the other side. So now we're going to step our right foot far back. Then turn right foot on the mat. Bring the right heel on the mat. Leave left knee bent. And inhaling, lifting your back up. Turning your chest out to the long side of the mat. And again, take a moment to find your legs, find your feet in a place where you feel supported. Pressing down through both feet. Inhale, lengthen your left arm up. Right hand could come down on the right thigh. Exhale, side bend over that right leg. Reverse warrior. Inhaling back to center. Exhale, tilt down towards the left thigh. You can bring elbow on the left thigh. And then lengthen your right arm over. Next in-breath, lifting yourself up. And exhaling and reverse warrior. Still keeping the left knee bent, left hip sinking down. Opening through the left side. Inhale back up to center. Exhale again, tilt down towards the left thigh. Elbow on the thigh. And then right arm lengthening over. You might look up if that feels good. One more round. Inhaling up. Exhale, tilting over that right leg into that reverse warrior, opening the left side body. And then inhale, exhale, tilt down into that extended side angle. You could bring hands, that left hand all the way down on the mat. And then continue lengthening that right arm over. Opening through that right side body. You could even gently push up through that right side. And next exhalation, bring both hands to the mat. And turn your pelvis towards the mat. Again, we're going to step the back foot, the right foot to hands. So both feet come forward. Bring hands on the knees or shins and inhale to flat back. Again, opening through the front. And exhale, bend down, that full forward bend. Head can drop down. Now as you inhale, roll your back all the way up. Finding mountain pose, Tadasana pose. Roll the shoulders, open the chest. We're going to go into the tree pose. So I'll turn towards you. Shift your weight onto your right foot. And you decide if you bring your left foot next to your ankle, below the knee, or all the way up onto the inner thigh. Grounding down through that right foot. Oops. Find your balance. You bring palms together. And then, as you inhale, lengthen your arms up overhead. As you exhale, bring arms sideways down so they create a full circle. Again, as you inhale, bring palms together, lengthen arms up overhead. Exhale, bring arms sideways down. Keep grounding down through that right foot. One more circle. As you inhale, lengthen arms up. And exhale, bring arms sideways down. Find your palms back together. And then with your next exhalation, slowly release your feet down. You could move from one foot to the other. And before we do that to the other side, bring arms behind the back, interlock fingers, feet roughly hip width apart. Inhale, open your chest. pressing down through the feet. As you exhale, bend down, full forward bend. Now arms behind the back. Either leave hands onto your lower back or extend the arms further away from the back. So you might find a bigger opening across the shoulders. Notice if it's better to press the heels of the hands together or maybe let the hands kind of open away from each other a bit so that just your fingers are tied together. Take another breath in and out. And then as you exhale, bring hands onto your lower back and bend the knees. With an in-breath, start to roll the back up. Once you're up in your mountain, another in-breath to reach arms up towards the ceiling. And exhale, bring palms together in front of the chest. And we'll go into the tree pose on the other side. I'll turn again towards you. And now we're going to stand on the left foot. And you decide. You might leave your foot next to the ankle, somewhere below the knee, or you can bring your foot all the way up on the inner thigh. And this side might be different. You can find your balance, find where you're steady. And then, as you inhale, lengthen arms up along that center line. Exhale, bring arms sideways down. Keep your eyes focused on one point. Again, palms together. Inhale, lengthening arms up, pressing down through the left foot. Exhale, bring arms sideways down. One more round. With the in-breath, lengthening arms up. And with the out-breath, release the arms down. Bring palms once more together. And then as you exhale, slowly bring your both feet down. Find your mountain pose. You can move your feet. And then you can turn towards the short end of the mat. As you inhale, lengthen your arms up, opening the chest. Exhale, fold forward. We're going to visit the downward dog one more time. So bring your hands all the way down on the mat. You can bend the knees. And then walk your feet far back or walk your hands further forward. Finding a downward dog. You might bend your knees. Heels might be on the mat or not. But lengthen from your pelvis through the spine, through the shoulders, all the way to your hands. Head can drop down. Breathe here in and out. We're going to go into a side plank. And first, we're going to shift the weight forward into plank, then step right hand more in the center. Now keep your right leg extended and then flip onto the right side. So the weight comes to the outside of your right foot and step left foot in front of you. So you get support through the left foot and keep your right ankle, right foot flexed. Now reaching up through the left arm. You might look up to that left hand. You might be looking out to the side, but actively press down through that right arm so you're pushing the floor away. Take another breath in and out here. And then as you exhale, slowly bring both hands down. Extend your legs back to plank, and we're going to go to the other side. So now left leg stays straight. Step left hand more in the center, and then flip on to the left side. Step right foot in front of you, and then reach up through the right arm. Again, your left ankle, left foot flexed. The weight more on the outside of that left foot. Long line from head to your heel. So from head to that left heel, and again, pushing the floor away with that left arm. Take another breath in and out here. And then as you exhale, bring your both hands to the mat. Find that plank once more. And then as you exhale, slowly lower down onto the mat. Chest, belly comes down. Release the toes. Inhale into Cobra pose. You can stay lower down. You can go higher up. Opening into that Cobra that we visited in the very beginning. Take another breath in, sending your breath towards the chest. And then exhale slowly. Release your chest down. And we're going to go into child's pose. So lift yourself onto hands and knees. Round your back. And now for a moment, release your hands, release your arms. You could turn palms up towards the ceiling if that feels better. You might also bring arms next to your sides. Take a couple of slightly deeper breaths in and out. Just a moment of rest before we find our way back up to standing. And today we are going to end our practice standing up. So take another breath here, in and out. And then from that child's pose, bring yourself onto hands and knees. And we're going to go into a full forward bend from here. So tuck your toes under. Start to walk hands towards the knees so that you could lift your pelvis up and round the back into a full forward bend. Bring hands on the shins or knees. Inhaling to flat back, opening through the chest. Exhale, bend down. And then you can bend the knees, exhale, and as you inhale, roll the back up. You can reach arms up if you want. And exhale, release the hands and arms. Find mountain pose. And then we're going to end our practice with a 6-part Daoist breath. So you might turn sideways on the mat if you want, so that you have space to open arms sideways without hitting anything. Feet could be hip width apart, they could be a bit wider. Bring hands and arms down next to your sides. Ground down through the feet. And then as you inhale, lengthen up through the arms. Exhale, bend the elbows, push hands out to the side like you're pushing walls away. Inhale, close the hands and draw the arms in. Exhale, open palms and now push them in front of you. You can round your upper spine. Inhale, close the hands, draw the arms in. Exhale, open hands and now push them down towards the mat into a full forward bend. Head can come down. From the beginning, inhaling, reaching up, pressing down through the feet. Exhale, push hands out to the sides. Inhale, draw the arms in. Exhale, push in front of you. Inhale, arms come in. Exhale, down towards the mat. Again, that full forward bend. Head can drop down. Inhale again, reaching up, feet pressing down. Follow your own breath. Exhaling out to the sides. Inhale, draw the arms in. Exhale, push in front of you. Let your whole body breathe the movement. Inhale, arms come in. Exhale, down towards the mat. One last round. With your in-breath reaching up. Exhale out to the sides. Inhale, draw the arms in. Exhale in front of you. Inhale, draw the arms in one more time. Exhale once more into that full forward bend. Let your head drop down. Then as you inhale, reach your back, reach your arms up. Now as you exhale, bring hands to your lower belly, just below the navel. And breathe here. Let your breath slide down towards the hands. Soften your shoulders, soften your neck. And just notice that internal flow. That gentle movement of your breaths in and out. We're slowly arriving at the end of our practice. But give yourself a few more breaths. Just notice how you feel now. And let yourself observe without any judgment. You might feel energized. You might also feel tired. And if you feel that you need to take a longer rest after the practice or at the end of the practice, you are more than welcome to slowly find your way into Shavasana pose. However, I'll end our practice together here. So if it's a part of your practice, you can bring palms together in front of your chest. And as always, at the end of the practice, most importantly, thank yourself for taking this time to move, to breathe, to check in with yourself. And I thank you very much for joining in. Namaste. Thank you.